Welcome, Spartan friends and family, to Live from the Spartan Dome. We got more boys basketball action here for you this evening, alongside our executive producer, Dave Blondell. And stepping into the booth tonight with us is Mr. Kurt Van Gordon, or KVG himself. And we're happy to have you along here with us for our pregame show. Uh, so the Spartans are going up against Brown County, and um, so both teams have one win on the season. So uh, the Eagles have only played 5 games so far. So they're still looking for their identity. While on the Spartan side, they're just now getting back to being fully healthy. So as we mentioned in the JV broadcast, a lot of positivity looking up, at least look to be looked here for both teams, and as they look to get their second win on the season. But as always, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Um,
Yeah, so
so
let's flash up the great sponsors that Dart Media has. I tell you, if it wasn't for all of these great people,
it's like Flat Rock Precision, Kokomo Grain, Bramer and Yin, Shelby Materials.
yeah, AMPM Express, Larry Moore Construction, Isaac Pyle Seed Sales, RDS Farms, we got Shelby Farm Supply, Mux Crane and Contracting, Michael P. DeArmond, the Just Peachy Cafe, and our newest one, Spitfire Graphics, the Coy family. They're the official. They're the official customizer of Dart Media gear. So glad to have them a part of the Dart Media family.
You guys can't see that right now, but we're certainly rocking out our Dart Media quarter zips, and we're very excited to have them along as they're one of our sponsors. So, Mr. Dave Blundell, um, where are we looking? So, as we move on to the AM and PM Express keys to victory, what are you going to be looking for here from the Spartans tonight?
I tell you what, I don't know anything about Brown County, so I just want the Spartans to come out and just get better. I think another game with their full roster, able to play, and just execute tonight. Have a little fun. Actually, have a lot of fun. And you know, I just want to say, I hate that fans aren't here. I'm really blessed that Coach Days allowed all three of us to be in the building tonight to be able to bring this for everybody, and really hoping that fans will be able to get back by sectional time. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great game. Both these teams have had kind of a weird start since both have only played 4, 5, 6 games. So I'm just looking forward to some good basketball.
Said Mr. Kirk. Actually, we'll step aside for the national anthem, and we'll be right back with our starting lineups and the tip. We'll be right back here on Dart Media Group.
Admission to tonight's IHSAA event is a privilege, and with that privilege comes responsibility. A responsibility that oneself in a manner where the game is enjoyable for other fans and participants. Southwestern Junior Senior High School reminds you to be a good sport on the court and in the stands. Please also remember to wear your mask the entire time you're in gymnasium and work on our social distancing skills also. At this time, ma'am, if you are not, please rise, gentlemen, your caps, as our athletics will be presented this evening by our Southwestern Eagles are coached by Matt Roberts. All right, Spartan fans, here's your starting lineup tonight for your Southwestern Spartans. And guard, 5'10" junior 3, Aiden Hartzell. Guard, 5'11" junior 12, Ethan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here live to the Spartan Dome. You guys might have heard the live starting lineup here for Brown County, but if you didn't, we'll get that to you. So starting for the Eagles at guard is going to be number 5, the senior Travis Eli. Starting at forward, number 11 is going to be Ricky Stanley. Starting at the other guard position, number 24, Cody Walsh. And at the other 4 positions going to be Seth Oliphant, and I believe that is it. Oh, my apologies. Dalton Hendrick is going to get the start as well. So for the Spartans, you're going to have the 2 Hartzell brothers, Aiden Anick, Ethan Wendling, Christian Diarmament, and Riley Snip. So, gentlemen, we are ready for some basketball here. So, KVG, what's going to be one thing you're looking here for the Spartans here to start the game?
Typically, Brown County is a very scrappy and team. They're a team that likes to pressure the ball a lot. So I'm gonna look to see how the Spartans handle that pressure.
It looked like Anik is hurt over there, so he's grabbing his right side. So it's said Coach Day's got Johnny Joy up to. Or sorry, my apologies, Jordan Jones, and that is not something that you want for the Spartans here early on. But nonetheless, 7:45 left here in the first quarter. Spartans.
Another big thing about Brown County is they like to switch.
So we had the ball. Spartans had the ball knocked out of bounds, so they'll retain possession with just over 7.5 left here in the first quarter. Said Snep looking inbound. He gets it in to Aiden Hartzell. He drives down the left side, knocks in the left-handed layup for the first basket here on the night for the Spartans. 2-0 Spartans. Said Eagles with the basketball here. So Spartans in that 3-2 zone. That's a great block by Snip on the right side. Drummond backs down, knocks in the layup. Said Spartans up 4 here early, KVG.
It's a good way to start it out. And that was a good way of Ethan Wendling to lead that pass.
Great rebound from Wendling. He gets it on over to Hartzell. He drives down the right side. Oh, great pass outside from Jordan Jones. He knocks in the 3. And after all of that, 7-0 is our score. 6:36 left here in the first quarter, and we'll stay right here. But Mr. KBG, that is a strong way that for the strong start here for the Spartans.
It definitely is. Spartans are attacking the basket early, and they're getting good looks off of it. That's always one of the things that Kurt likes to say is definitely paint touches. You touch the paint, and there's a good chance you're getting a bucket off of it. So.
Said certainly well said. So getting ready to coming back here from the timeout. Stanley's going to inbound it into Eli. So Aiden Hartzell is going to match up against Eli. And good news for Spartan fans, Anik Hartzell is back into the game. So that is good news. So Jordan Jones came in and provided some good minutes here for the Spartans here early. So we'll see if the senior will be all right. So great ball movement here from both sides. Great defense. Oh, Snip fell on. Eli nearly got Snip on the ground, and he is fouled on the way up. So they'll get Anik Hartzell on the foul, so that'll be the team's first. Eagles looking to inbound, and they do. Eli for three on the top of the key, left it just short. And here comes Spartans with the basketball. Anik Hartzell gets it on over to Wendling. Sarah, as you mentioned that the Eagles like to play scrappy, so great ball movement here from Wendling. He knocks in another three. 10-0 Spartans here to open the game.
That was a great extra pass by Riley Snepp to get it out of the corner.
Said Dave Blundell, you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, and that is something that you love seeing here from the Spartans.
I want to see him get out and play quick, and now finally the Brown County answers with a three of their own. Yeah, they're looking to push the ball. Spartans are dangerous when they play this way.
Said Riley Snepp is fouled on the play, and it looks like they got number 11 Ricky Stanley. Yep, so that'll be his first and the team's first.
All right, so our stream at Jacksonville's underway. The anthem just finished there. KVG is going to be listening in there every once in a while, getting us a score update from Kurt, and we'll try to keep you updated here with the score, and you can always jump back and forth between the two streams, and DVD functions allow you to just catch, allows you to continue where you left off, so hope you enjoy tonight's games.
Said Anik Hartzell hit 1 of 2 free throws, and as Spartans get another steal on the play, here comes Hartzell, gets it on his younger brother Aiden. He drives down the left side, he knocks in left-handed layup.
I tell you, he's dangerous from the right side, being left-handed, attacking the opposite block.
Said that chemistry is certainly working for him as Cody Walsh knocks in the three for the Eagles, so that will give them their 6th point on the night, and just about 4:20 left here in the first quarter is 13-6 in favor of the Spartans.
So JP, is both three-pointers by number 5, or was that a different player?
Oh yeah, sorry, my apologies. So Travis Eli did hit for.
I think it was.
Hit.
Oh, there's
Hartzell
with a good look.
Said left it just short. Great hustle from Wendling, and looks like they're gonna get Dalton Hedrick on the foul.
Eagle foul 30, Dalton Hedrick.
Said Snap looking to inbound. He's having just a little bit of trouble, but great defense from the Eagles, and it will remain Spartan basketball with just over 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Great pass to Wendling. He knocks in a three. Second three on the night.
Is that 2 for him already?
That is 2 already. So both Aiden Hartzell and Wendling have both hit their first 2 shots, and they have combined for 14 of the Spartans' 16 points.
I tell you what, KVG, these guys are on a 100-point pace right now.
They are. They're definitely flying tonight.
Said, speaking of flying, we got another Brown County turnover, and that'll be their second on the evening early on, and looks like we got a substitution here for Brown County. So number 22, Josh Miller, the 5'11 guard, is checking in for the Eagles. So Eagles was starting to bring in some substitutions. Hartzell drives down the left side. He knocks in his 3rd layup of the night. Six points early and 1 assist here early for Aiden. So great start here from the Spartans. Snap, great hustle from Snap. Hartzell drives, kicks it out to Snap. He knocks in the 3. 21-6 Spartans. And we got another timeout on the floor. And we got a full timeout, and we'll be back, and we'll take a couple 20s, and we'll be back here on Dart Media Group.
Larry Moore Construction specializes in building simple residential garages to a complex commercial campus of buildings, providing a turnkey solution or shell package to fit your needs. Larry Moore Construction, proud supporters of Spartan sports. Shelby Farm Supply is your full-service grain elevator and feed supplier. Travis Beck and his team specialize in the custom mixing of livestock feeding applications. Shelby Farm Supply, proud supporters of Spartan sports.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Spartan Dome. And Mr. Dave Blundell, you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, and so did Mr. KBG over here. Spartans off to a strong start.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're playing loose and fast, and 21 points here with 3 minutes to play first quarter.
Said 2:45 left here in the first quarter. As we mentioned, the top it's 21-6 our score. Great deep. Spartans looking great defense as Brady Days barks his orders from the sideline. Seth Oliphant just left it just short. Spartans on the transition. Great pass out to Jordan Jones. Great. Hartzell drives down the right side.
Wow, like 3 touch passes in a row right there. Can't even keep up with them.
Hartzell knocks in his first basket on the night. Great transition and great passing there from the Spartans down that possession. So the Eagles left it just short. Great hustle here from Cody Walsh. Said Welling right there with him. Great defense there from Wendling. Walsh left it just short. Here comes Snep. Gets it on over to Hartzell. Anik Hartzell finds his younger brother Aiden. And we got an offensive foul. And
offensive, right?
Yeah, Anik knew right then and there. He extended that right arm over there, and that's going to be his second foul on the night. So he's going to have to come. He's going to have to come out here with 1:37 left. So that's not something that you're wanting to see from Anik early from Coach Days.
Yeah, stay out of foul trouble. Maybe not about tonight, but later in the season, right?
So, I mean, still kind of a learning experience for both teams and everything here. So we got about 1:20 left here in the first quarter. Ball nearly was loose, and great close out there from Snep. So where are you looking from the Spartans here in this last minute here, KBG?
I'm just looking for their defense to keep holding up. They've been doing a great job staying in the gaps on defense and helping each other out. So that's been a great thing to watch.
Travis Eli closed out very well. Sorry, my mistake. They closed out very well on Travis Eli, who's knocked in 2 threes already. As Jordan Jones had his shot blocked from Seth Oliphant down on the play. And number 30, Dalton Hedrick, is checking back into the game for Seth Oliphant, who just had the blocked shot. So great defense from the junior there. Said 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. It said Spartans with a 17-point lead. Said Jordan Jones nearly lost his dribble there, and Hartzell is just going to work on Brown County as his 4th basket on the quarter, giving him 8 points. And since Spartan lead to 19 with just about 20 seconds left here in the first quarter.
So, JP, how many pencils you got? Because you may be burning through some lead.
You know what? You said you guys might not be able to see it, but I have an entire pack full of pencils just in case, because I tend to lose a lot of them. So it's kind of a win-lose situation. So. Said, speaking of 100, Triton nearly put 100 up on Providence Crystal Ray earlier this evening, so we might be very well on that.
That's the theme of the night, huh?
On the play is offense, and we got about 2 seconds left here. Travis Eli launches it from half court and is off, and we have come to the end of the first quarter here from the Spartan Dome. 25-6, Spartans lead. We'll come right back here from the first quarter, and we'll be right back.
From their crosstown courier vehicles to tractor trailers, AM/PM Express can handle all your shipping needs. From warehousing, expedites, to regular truckload, Doyle and his team at AM/PM Express are ready for your call. AM/PM Express, proud supporter of Spartan Sports. Shelby Materials doesn't just deliver concrete, they deliver value. Regardless of the size of the project or client, one thing remains consistent: the Shelby Quip. Quality, expertise, precision. Shelby Materials, proud supporters of Spartan Sports.
All
We're
right,
back.
ladies and gentlemen, we are back live here in the Spartan Dome, and I think Mr. KBG has a score update live from Jacksonville.
Yeah, it looks like the Lady Spartans are shooting free throws. I believe it is Trinity Tatlock at the line. Yep, it is Trinity Tatlock at the line. 3:42 left to go in the first quarter, and the Lady Eagles are up 9-1.
So we'll see if the we'll see if the senior can get the Lady Spartans back in the game down there. And
I tell you, they had a really physical and long game last night. Lots of energy, and it was going to be tough going down there no matter what. But coming after a long night last night, we'll see what happens.
said long night last night, long day of school today, and then the long bus trip down there is, I mean, but you got to give hats off to the Lady Spartans and on their big win last night. And I mean, I know you said Mr. Kirk Carell was over there, and you're working live from the studio, Dave Blundell, but that was a huge win for that program.
It was, and a great win in a pickup game that they got scheduled because of another cancellation. So just glad they were able to find an opponent and play.
Said that was Chloe Walsh there on the basket, and Jordan Jones left it just short.
It was a good look by JJ.
Said it certainly was. And Aiden, that was a great feed by Aiden. And speaking of Aiden, here comes his older brother, and he gets it to Aiden on the steal, and he
in and out.
rim is just not too kind to on the Spartan, some of the Spartan shots here tonight. As Eagles that will be two straight air balls from Stanley for the Eagles, and it will be Spartan basketball with just over a minute have gone here.
Right?
Yep, here in the first, gone in the second quarter, and if I'm not mistaken, that will be the Spartan second turnover on the night. So Seth Oliphant's checking back in for the Eagles here, and seemed to be a little bit of confusion down on the Brown County sidelines, and they were having trouble on getting substitutions in. And
nice play there by the Eagles.
so that was a great feed inside to Ricky Stanley to get his first bucket on the night. And that will cut the Spartan lead down to 15 with just about 6 minutes left here in the first half. Great look from Anik on the left side. He knocks in the three.
Good ball movement by the Spartans.
5 points early from Anik, and his said both the Hartzell brothers are going to work on the Eagles tonight here, Dave.
Yeah, they look good early. Just so glad to see Hartzell took a little. I think he might have took an elbow to the side there early, kind of scared everybody, but we're good to go now.
Said early. So they're going to get snap on the foul, and then that will be the team's third of the half. Said Eagles are looking inbound, and it looks like on our live feed that there is about a minute and a half left in the first quarter at Jacksonville. 14-4, Lady Spartans are trailing. So we'll make sure to certainly keep you guys updated on that as Snap hauls in the rebound for the Spartans. Anik looking to penetrate. He does.
Oh, nice pass.
Great ball movement here from the Spartans. They find Aiden on the right side. Let the three just long. Great hustle from both sides there.
All 5 guys touched it on that last possession.
You know, if you're head coach Brady Days, gentlemen, that is something that you want to see in spreading the basketball around. And I'm sure KBG, that is something that you like to see as well.
Definitely, for sure. Ball movement, always getting people involved, and I mean, it makes for a scary team.
So it looks like they got Brown County with a backcourt violation and a couple substitutions for both sides. Annie Hartzell is going to check out sorry, my apologies.
Nice turn there by DeArmond. 2 from deep in the post.
Said 7 points early there from the senior. Said Spartans with a 20-point lead with just about halfway gone here in the second quarter, and Cody Walsh knocks in the 3 from the left side, and that gives him 5 points on the night. Said DeArmond looked like he was winning the ball down there in the low post. They just didn't find him, and now he has him on top of the keys. So let's see if Spartans can get back over to him, and he gets it on the right side. He knocks in another 3.
That's DeArmond's second 3, I do believe.
And you are correct. And said by my tally, that is at least Aiden's 3rd or 4th assist on the night. So he very well could possibly have a double-double. We'll have to certainly keep an eye on that. So
I tell you, it's good to see Christian knocking down those threes. He's not shot them as well this year as he has in the past. So he must have had some time on the gun here, the shooting machine.
Sarah said in that very first game that said you and I went to, Mr. Dave said he certainly had a good performance, and as Jones left the 3 just long, but great rebound from Snap, but said he certainly shows signs of shooting the ball well, and we'll see if it can continue. So Snip. Great ball movement here from the Spartans again. Great pass out from Hartzell to Wendling. He knocks in a 3. Wendling's 3rd 3 on the half, Mr. KBG. So
I'll tell you what, that's rough to guard.
And Jordan Jones locks in the layup for the Spartans, and Mr. Aiden Hartzell himself is up to 5 assists on the night. So starting to turn into Russell Westbrook a little bit there, guys.
I'll tell you what, he's got the energy of him. He just flies down the court.
So the Spartans have a 38-13 lead with 2:04 left here in the first half.
Turning to the line for the Eagles, 11, Ricky Stanley, 22, Josh Miller.
Said number 22, Josh Miller, and looks like number 11, Ricky Stanley are checking back in here for the Eagles. Said head coach Brady Day is barking out orders to his team as Jordan Jones brings the ball up here for the Spartans. Gives the ball to the hot hand Hayden Hartzell, and why wouldn't you? Already with 8 points on the night and 5 assists, and Snap on the left side, can't knock in the 3, but great hustle from Christian DeArmond. Got the offensive rebound and got the putback layup, and he's going to go to the line and earn the N1 bonus, and that is something that, if you're head coach Brady Days, you got to love that great hustle.
He got up there.
Couldn't convert the N1, but great pass from Aiden to Riley, his 6th assist of the half, and the Spartans are rolling, gentlemen.
Spartans are seeing the floor well. I mean, their passes are just on point.
Great hustle from Stanley there on the offensive side of the ball, and they're going to get Jordan Jones, looks like, on the foul.
A little bit of a look from the girls' game while Brown County shoots some free throws. 6 minutes left. The Jacksonville Lady Eagles are up 16-6.
We're going on the side-by-side here as we shoot free throws in the domes. The dome's the top right corner of your screen. We got the live feed from Jacksonville in the bottom left. It was 14-6 at the end of the first quarter.
It's 16-6, I think, right now.
16-6, all right.
As Stanley knocks in both free throws, back in life here at the Spartan Dome. Just a minute 20 left here in the first half. Spartans have a 27-point lead over the Eagles, and they're rolling right now. So we'll see if the Lady Spartans can gain some of that good luck charm that the boys have here tonight. As Jarmut drives down low, kicks it on out to Snap. When? Why wouldn't you? Riley Snap joins the hot shooting club as he gets his first basket, and every Spartan who has entered this game has scored.
That's great to see.
As it looks like Stanley knocked in the layup there for the Eagles, and we got about 35 seconds left here in the first half. And great find again, Ethan Wendling this time, and Aiden Hartzell is putting on a clinic right now. And for you got young guys at home, that this is certainly something that you certainly want to pay attention to. But he's just doing a lot of the little things right here, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing with a lot of energy, being a good teammate, passing the ball, and looking for a shot as well when it's there. But
said Jordan Jones let the three just short, and we have come here to the end of a very strong first half performance here from the Spartans. They lead 47-17. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with our halftime show and a performance here from...
Yeah, that's a great point, JP. I actually forgot about that. The Spartanettes are performing their first appearance tonight. So what we're going to do is we will... Looks like they're coming out now. So what we'll do is we'll keep the camera live. And just a little note out there for everybody. We'll kind of talk as they're performing. It keeps us from getting copyright notifications on YouTube. So we found that if we sit here in the booth and talk a little bit while we got the camera rolling, you can hear the music in the background, see their performance, and we keep us from getting copyright violations. So it's the best of both worlds. So.
Yeah, I mean, we won't go into much of the details about the stats, and we'll get into that here in just a few minutes. But
we'll come back with after the performance. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll do our Kokomo Grain halftime report. Give you all the stats. JP's pen over here is still on fire from statting all this first half.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't keep. It was hard for me to keep up with the with everything, as Spartans nearly put up a 50 bomb there in the first half.
It was definitely a quick pace, and yeah. So a little bit about the Spartanettes. They're coached by Coach Swanson. She does a great job with this group. She is a Southwestern alum. That she was a Spartanette when she was here, and my understanding of the history is that she resurrected the Spartanettes a few years ago, and they just keep expanding and doing such a great job. So glad to see the girls on the floor tonight.
Certainly good for her, and keeping that thing going.
Coach Swanson does such a great job with them. So they perform in the marching band as well, and they present our colors, and they normally put on a performance about every home game, but with COVID and everything going on, I think they've got a reduced schedule for this year. So again, we're not trying to be offensive and talk while the girls are performing. It's just the way we have to manage it with copyrights with the music. So really cool to see them out there.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I'm sure that you guys understand at home, and we just want to make sure that we get that performance in for you guys, and we're going to try to get you an update from Jacksonville as soon as we can. As said, KVG will get you an update as soon as the scoreboard shows up, and it looks like it is 22 to 12, at least on my end. He has a different angle of it, but
Yeah. So what we'll do is, great job by the Spartanettes, by the way. There. What we'll do is we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the Kokomo Grain halftime report, and we'll do a live look-in down at Jacksonville. You're watching Spartan Sports on the Dart Media Group.
Harness the power of remote accessibility with the new Kokomo Grain mobile app at the App Store and Google Play. The app allows customers to view grain bids, scale tickets, and view current grain positions. Kokomo Grain, proud supporters of Spartan Sports.
All right, so we're doing a Shelby Materials live look-in down at Jacksonville. Let me get the video back into position as we take a look at what's going on down there at Jacksonville. Again, Jacksonville is ranked 3rd in 1A this year.
Yep,
so far.
Third in 1A.
We knew it was going to be a tough game with everything that was going on down there. Last night with the big overtime win by the Spartans, and when you're playing a top-ranked team like Jacksonville on their home court, it's always tough.
I mean, it was if you're the Lake Spartans. I mean, it was coming out in the night's game. You just got to play as well as you can. I mean, you knew that last night was a big game and went in overtime, and tonight's game was going to be a long drive. So I think the Spartans, like Lake Spartans, are just going to try to play as well as they can.
I think the last score we saw, KVG, 24.
I saw 24-12 last, but
24-12.
20. I had 24-14.
24-14.
So
all right.
just under 2 minutes left there in the first half. So Lake Spartans hanging in there with the Eagles. So
yeah, they're playing that trapping half court.
it is. It's 24-14 with 1:10 left to go in the second quarter.
Thank you, KVG. 24-14. A minute to play here in the second half. We're 3:45 away from the buzzer for the third quarter. So what we'll do is let's jump over to the Kokomo Grain halftime report. JP's going to go through some unofficial stats for us in this 47-17 contest here at the Spartan Dome.
Yep. So for the Eagles, I think we mentioned on the top of the broadcast that this is their fourth or fifth game, so they're still trying to find their identity. And I mean, Travis Eli, the senior, leads all scores with 6 points. Cody Walsh added 5 in the second quarter, and Ricky Stanley added 4 points. And Mr. Kirk Van Gordon, Southwestern, in that first half put on a clinic. So Hartzell had 8 points, and I think for my end he had 6 assists. So he is on track for a double-double. So we'll certainly make sure to keep you guys updated on that. But his older brother, Anik, had 5 points. Ethan Wendling added 9 points. Diarmid with 10 to lead all scores. Riley Snip with 4 points, and Jordan Jones with 2. So very balanced scoring there from the Spartans there in the first half.
And I definitely think that's a product of the great ball movement. I mean, the ball's just been flying around the court on the Spartans offense. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, you mentioned as soon as we opened up, it was in that game, when the game started, that the Eagles were going to be a team that plays scrappy, and that Spartans needed to move the ball well, and then I think they somehow heard you from all the way up here, and that they're doing just that.
And I mean, it's hard to get in a defensive rhythm when you're flying around on defense all the time. A lot of ball movements really hard to guard.
So very strong first half there from the Spartans, and we will see if they can keep that up here in the second half. We will take a short timeout. Make sure to run your fridges, get your drinks, snacks, as Mr. Kurt Carell will say, and we'll be right back here in just a few seconds with more Spartan basketball on Dart Media Group.
Harness the power of remote accessibility with the new Kokomo Grain mobile app at the App Store and Google Play. The app allows customers to view grain bids, scale tickets, and view current grain positions. Kokomo Grain, proud supporters of Spartan sports. Mike offers free initial consultations on most legal matters and can work with you to create a payment plan that fits your budget. Mike accepts a wide variety of cases throughout southern and central Indiana. Michael P. DeArmond, proud supporter of Spartan sports.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Spartan Dome as we begin here the second half. 47-17 Spartans lead, and Spartans looked like they had their starters out there at least to start out the quarters. So great feed inside from Aiden, and Aiden thought better of it, so he backs it out. So there was Mr. Bond.
Oh,
Mr. Bond.
He slipped. Oh, is he all right? Let's hope so. Yeah, he's all right. Good. Sorry about that.
Yep. No, you're fine. Aiden left it just short, so certainly he was just trying to make sure that the Eagle player was all right.
Number 30 kind of took a slip there, and I tell you.
Yep. Aiden facilitated down the left side and then got to his brother Anik, and he knocks in his first 3 of the ball game.
Wow.
Or sorry, not his second 3 of the ball game. My mistake.
I think he hit one from about that spot in the first half.
Yeah, he was. So my apologies to you guys out there, but when you have the Holster brothers next to each other on your book, it's kind of hard sometimes to make sure that we're getting the right ones, but we got it all right for you guys, and he's up to 8 points on the night. So. Oh, great defense there from DeArmond. He knocked it off of Wendling's face, and DeArmond's down on the ground, and he is slow to get up. So hopefully he's all right, and he's slipping down the floor a little bit, and Spartans come away with the rebound here with 6:20 left here in the second half. Great ball movement there from the Spartans, and Aiden knocks in a 3, and we got a timeout on the floor. That'll be Aiden's 11th point on the night, and they're just checking to make sure that DeArmond's all right. And head coach Brady Days is going to bring in Jordan Jones in for DeArmond. So,
as if they didn't have enough shooters on the floor.
Oh yeah, and they haven't even brought in their other reserves yet. So.
Must have been a Brown County turnover.
I'm not 100% sure what happened. Said might have been an Eagle turnover, but nonetheless, it'll be Spartan basketball.
It was.
As Aiden Hartzell is fouled on the left, driving down the left side, and
I watched it on your screen that you got going there, and I think the Brown County guy who was going to inbound it just kind of fumbled it a little bit. And
okay. So Aiden Hartzell, the junior, is going to the line. Said the rim was kind of in that time. He knocks in the first free throw. Give him 12 points there on the night. Knocks in the second.
they get 13.
And Spartans lead is up to 55-17 with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter.
And going back to the JV game, you kind of wonder how long Brady Days is going to keep the starters in. And
Yep, and you guys brought up a really good point in that first. Dave brought up a really good point in the JV game is, you said as Snep knocks in the jumper from the left side, giving him 6 points on the night. But going back to your point was you said you could see head coach Brady Days starting to bring in the reserves here in a few seconds. But when you have a 40, said this is the Spartans' strongest performance.
Oh yeah,
to date.
Wow.
Best.
Good hustle there. Did you see him dive into the front row?
Yes, we did, and great hustle there from both sides.
Brown County is a football school, so he's probably okay.
Yeah, but I definitely think that getting guys more experience is definitely good in a game like this one because Brown County is such a physical team, and it kind of gets your guys that don't necessarily see a lot of time acclimated to the varsity basketball.
Yeah, but especially when you play the bigger schools, they have a football team, they have a weight room, and you said Southwestern's adding a weight room.
Yep, they got the weight room. It's almost finished, I hear, and then the new field house should be available for fall sports for sure. Don't know if it's going to be ready for any spring this year, but it's going to be a nice addition to the campus here.
It certainly is, especially that you get to have all the kids come out and being able to use it along with some of the community and.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
And
called for eagle steps. Kind of caught it in a weird spot.
Yeah,
that happens.
It happens, right?
Happens to the best of us, and sad it was Spartans with the basketball just about 3 minutes gone here in the third quarter.
Good take.
And Hartzell's going to go to the line for 2 shots, and they're going to get.
Oh, he called it on the ground.
Oh, they called it on the ground. My apologies. They're going to get Travis Eli on the foul, and that'll be his first. And the team's third on the half.
Defended well by the Eagles there on the out of bounds.
Said they were trying to get the pick and roll action there, and Wendling just couldn't get open and just decided to get the ball up.
One thing that we saw earlier this year is when that gets covered up and they defend the corner well, the Spartans have been then dropping that same player. Nice take by JJ.
Yep, good take from JJ, and that will give him his second basket on the night. And yeah, but Dave, you were mentioning as Eli hits his third 3 on the night.
So I was saying when they defend the corner well, the Spartans a couple games ago would drop that same person to the basket and hit him on a back cut. So we'll see if that happens here.
It was certainly any time is any to try something new out, and their defense has been phenomenal tonight. As great hustle by Aiden Hartzell, Anik Hartzell.
It's hard because they both have a first initial that's the same, last name's the same.
Yep, so. And their break said head coach Brady Days is starting to make some subs in. Yarmouth's back in, and they're going to host Number 20 looks like
That's Grant Emmerich.
Emmerich is coming in to get his first varsity minutes here tonight. Good to see that as Eli drives down the middle of the lane, knocks in the layup.
Great attack by the Eagles there.
Said that score brings him into double digits on the night, and great ball movement here from the Spartans again. 3:15 left. Oh, great pass from looks like Jordan Jones inside to Aiden Hartzell, and
Really all you could do there. They're coming off that curl really tight at the bottom of the block. Really hard to defend.
said Aiden took that screen there and was able to get open a little bit with it, and he took a full advantage of it there, Dave.
Yeah, I like that curl coming lower down the lane instead of so high. It changes the look. Hustle foul.
Yeah, looks like they got Aiden Hartz on the foul, so that will be the Spartans' first on the night.
Caleb Capano checks in for the first time tonight.
Number 10, Caleb Cambrano, the junior forward, is getting his first varsity minutes. Good to see that for the young man.
That's awesome.
I can tell from experience when I was playing got my first varsity minutes there the season. I could feel for those guys wanting to get into that game, and Brady Days is going to make it happen here in the. As we got a timeout there on the floor, it's going to be a full timeout. 30-second timeout. So
we'll take a 20 and be right back right after this message.
Muck's Crane and Contracting participates in commercial, institutional, and land development projects in both public and private sectors. Michael and his team invite you to explore their website to discover how Muck's Crane and Contracting can work for you. Muck's Crane and Contracting, proud supporters of Spartan sports.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Spartan Dome. 60-22 is our score in favor of the Spartans, and head coach Brady Dates is already making his substitutions, so it's good to see that some of the reserves are starting to get some varsity minutes here in the second half. In the second half of the Spartans.
Great pass.
Great pass to JJ, and looks like he got fouled on down low, and
before
Travis Ely.
And before the Spartans run this inbounds play, there are 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the girls' game, and the Lady Eagles are up 26-16.
It's a great fight from the Lady Spartans as Jordan Jones nearly got the layup in.
It was a great attack.
DB and
great attack.
Rim
he was frustrated with himself. He wanted to finish there.
Oh yeah, I mean that's something you just got to move on to the next. And that rim just wasn't playing too kind to him.
And he did too, right? He turned around, made a great defensive play.
Oh yeah, he did. So he was wide open on the top of the key. They found him late.
He was open.
Aiden was screaming for the ball and finally got it, and just a little bit too late. But
worked through the offense.
Oh, great pass from Emmerich inside to the direction of the armament.
Great finish.
Ely drives down the right side.
That is Aiden Hartzell's second foul of the second half. I think he might have stood up a little bit right there.
Hey, you know what? I think if you're the Spartans in that situation, you would want to make him earn at the charity stripe instead of getting that easy bucket.
I mean, if you got him to give, might as well make him earn it.
As DC always says, you got to earn it from the charity stripe. You got to make your free throws.
That's right. That's one of his pet peeves. That's his unofficial list of pet peeves. No one's ever seen them.
So
but he's working to get those made.
hey,
So.
DC, if you're tuning into the broadcast tonight, we expect that list by the end of the season.
There we go. Put a deadline on it.
So we can get that out to all their folks and Spartans, and that can be their
good take there by
good.
Spartans. Just didn't finish. Spartans being a little more patient, don't you think? KVG looking to be a little more intentional with their offense.
Yep. So what are we going to call it? DC's pet peeves?
Yeah,
DC's pet peeves.
I like it.
Oh, great defense there from the Spartans from Diarme, and Hartzell drives down the left side, knocks in the layup.
And I think that right there is a good teaching point for what to do on fast break layups if you're a defender. I mean, there's two smart options. You can either make them earn it, or you can just kind of not touch them and let them go.
Hartzell drives down the left side, but great hustle from Grant Emmerich, as you were just pointing out, KVG, is for you young guys at home, is KVG brought up a really good point, is not that last steal, but the steal before from Hartzell. Grant Emmerich was trailing him, so it was a 2-on-1. So the Eagle defender went to guard Emmerich, and that cleared up the wide open layup there from Aiden. So it won't go in the stat book, but that was a really smart play there from the senior.
So I can't get over the we've struggled to come up with a name for this list of Daves. And KVG in about 30 seconds comes up with just a beautiful, beautiful name for it. DC's
Pet peeves.
We need to get that on the website.
So let's see, we got missed free throws.
You guys are trying to guess the list, and I'm not even going to try.
I bet offensive rebounds in some form or fashion are on there.
Oh, yeah, rebounding turnovers are definitely on there for him, as we all know.
Oh, fouls when you're on the wrong side of half court.
Yep, fouls as well. As Spartans left it just short. We have about 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ely pulls up from 3, left it just short, and Spartans are going to hold here for the last shot of the third quarter.
KVG, can you give us a score update?
It is
screen, maybe?
4:33 at the girls' game. 4:33 left in the third quarter. The Lady Eagles are up 31-18.
31-18.
Tell you, they're not running away with it, but they're not exactly closing the gap either.
Yeah. Good.
Great hustle from Jordan Jones. See if he can beat the buzzer, and he does. Great hustle there from Jordan Jones. Count the basket, and Spartans will take a 66-24 lead here into the fourth quarter. We'll be right back with more Spartan basketball here on Dart Media Group.
The staff at Brammer & Yen are committed to help your business achieve your financial goals. Their specialized staff will provide you with assistance in all your tax, reporting, financial, and business affairs. Brammer & Yen, proud supporters of Spartan Sports. Flat Rock Ag Supply is your full-service farm supply store, offering dry and liquid fertilizers, custom applications, and intensive soil sampling services. Flat Rock Ag, proud supporters of Spartan Sports.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here live from the Spartan Dome. Alongside our executive producer, Mr. Dave Blondell, to my left, and to my right, Mr. Kurt Van Gordon, KVG himself. Gentlemen, very strong performance here from the Spartans here for 3 quarters.
Yeah, they looked really good. The pace slowed down, but I think it was intentional. They're looking for specific things out of their offense, but still playing with a lot of energy.
Said one very positive thing is that a lot of the reserves were able to get some time in that third quarter, and I think as this fourth quarter goes along here, KVG, you're going to see head coach Brady Days pull the starters out early as Snap nearly went up for the alley-oop. But just couldn't pull it in. Jordan Jones left the three just short. But
It was a back screen alley-oop going to Snap, and
he was wide open. He just didn't have the body control to be able to finish it that time, and hopefully that next time he'll be able to finish it. 7:35 left here in the fourth quarter. Spartans with a 42-point lead over the Eagles, and still playing some very strong defenses. Aiden Hartzell, great closeout there from the junior. As the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Spartan basketball.
Was that an air ball?
Yeah, that was an air ball.
Is this third?
I think it is. I think that it is his third, but I mean that was a great closeout there from Hartzell. And speaking of Aiden Hartzell, he gets the basket to go. As just a minute gone left here in the fourth quarter. And we're going to try to get you guys an update from Jacksonville as soon as the scoreboard pops up, as we're not able to we're not able to see that at the moment. Great defense there from the Spartans. Jordan Jones looking to penetrate here. Finds Hartz on the right side.
Good
Shot fake.
hesitation.
Great hesitation. Great rebound from Snap. Finds Jordan Jones on the three.
great pass by Snap to a wide open JJ. He's going to knock them down.
Oh, talk about the great hustle from Step on that play too there.
Yeah. Oh,
Cody Walsh knocks in the three for the Eagles. That'll give him his first bucket up here in the second half. And JJ for the left side couldn't knock it in. Eagles hauling the rebound.
Getting that score from Jacksonville, just under 2:30 left. The Lady Eagles are up 35-18. That was a pretty good-looking bank shot right there.
Eli Bank was open for him.
I didn't know it was open this late.
Said I certainly didn't know that as well. If you said he was wanting to go to the bank at about 8 o'clock on a Friday night.
so we'll go to the side-by-side look in here. We got Spartan Dome on top right. The Eagles nest at Jacksonville on the bottom left. Eagles are shooting free throws.
Oh, you gotta love that swish.
And yeah,
on
there's
Hartzell's free throw there.
Yeah, the swish is nice. You hear the clink, too. And
Yep, that clink, you knew that it was 100% free throw, as the NBA 2K would say.
and Clemens checks into the game, I think, first time tonight.
So good for him. And great hustle there from Aiden to get the offensive rebound, and Spartans are gonna reset here with about 5 minutes left here in the game. And a Hartzell from the right side, left the three just long. Bank wasn't open for him here, KBG.
nope.
5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Spartans with a 72-29 commanding lead, and what has been a very strong performance here from the Spartans, and head coach Brady Days is not showing much emotion over there on the sideline right now, but you know he's got to love what he's seeing from his team as Seth Oliphant knocks in the three from the left arc.
And an interesting point here. Matthew Clements is in. First varsity minutes for him tonight. He had a really good game earlier today.
Yep, he certainly did, and he's being rewarded with some varsity minutes here tonight, and not his first varsity minutes this season, because very first game against Morristown, he played some very significant minutes.
Yeah, he was one of those that had to step up right with the injuries and got some good minutes. Steal by Hartzell.
So let's see what he can do. He penetrates on the two fast break, had the ball knocked out of bounds, and both teams are looking to substitute. And
Also in for the Eagles, 12, Malachi Nichols.
We got 2 more substitutions.
Southwestern, 30, Johnny Joy.
Johnny Joyce checking in for the Spartans. And number 32, Connor Jewell's checking in for the Spartans. So good to see them getting some varsity minutes here.
Just 4 minutes left here in the boys varsity contest. Spartans are running their offense.
Said Dave posted in the chat over there that it was 54 degrees when I repped at Union Dagger in 2010. It was the coldest gym he was in. So DC, said hopefully you won't have to be in that cold again.
Wow,
As Matthew
great.
Clements knocks in his first basket on the night.
Good
to
looking
see.
shot there. Hope the Clements family down in Kentucky are watching.
Good to see Clements getting a varsity basket here late.
Yeah.
As Caden Belmore, we heard that switch all the way from up here.
In rhythm, he caught that one.
So now we're back and forth trading baskets as Grant Emmerich knocks in the basket, or knocks in the layup for the Spartans. Just under 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 77-35, Spartans lead. So looks like that Brady Days is going to be joking with his kids on the sideline over there, and it's good to see them having a few chuckles over there. And
Return line for Southwestern 2, Jordan Jones.
said
JJ's in.
said
We got the JJ quad. JJ and JJ are both in the game.
Jordan Jones and Johnny Joy.
Say
Ugh.
that 5 times.
yeah, say
fast.
that five times, and we'll see how much of a mouthful you're going to have.
Speaking of
JJ, JJ Dose knocks in a 3.
Again, caught it in rhythm. All right, we're getting a score here from Jacksonville. 42-20. Start of the fourth quarter. Jacksonville with a big third quarter.
Oh, they're going to get Emmerich there on the foul, but great hustle there from the senior. And
Yeah.
oh, sorry, not Wendling. My apologies, great Emmerich.
Back in the lineup for the Eagles, 22, Josh Miller.
So
Start of the
that'll be
fourth.
his first, and so both teams are going to be the bonus here from here going out. Just over 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
County 34, Isaac Roberts.
There's a bucket.
Isaac Roberts with the bucket. Good to see him getting some minutes there from some varsity minutes as well from him.
Good take by Emmerich.
Eagles foul 22, Josh Miller. At the line for Southwestern, 2 free throws, 20, Grant Emmerich.
We'll go side by side here as we're shooting free throws here. Emmerich misses the first one. Lady Spartans in your bottom left corner trying to dig out of a big hole here out of the third quarter.
Emmerich went 1 of 2 on the free throw, so just about 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. So it looks like they're gonna get Johnny Joy on the foul.
Foul Spartans 30, Johnny Joy. That foul puts Brown County in the bonus. Line shooting 1 of 1 for the Eagles, 12, Malachi Nichols.
And Malachi Nichols is going to be going to the free throw line for his first free throws.
Lefty.
Left just short. And Clements fighting for the rebound, and great hustle there from Roberts to get the tie up, and it'll be Eagle basketball.
Kind of kept the possession for him.
So that's why they always say never give up on the play there.
That's exactly
DB.
right. Clements chases it down.
Clements hauls him, chases down the rebound, and Johnny Joy drives down the right side, hop steps, gets it on over to Emmerich, and great feed.
Great pass by Johnny Joy.
Said you got to love the smile there on Johnny Joy's face, knowing that he getting the high five from his teammate on the great pass, and it's great jumper there from Roberts.
Good looking shot. Just under a minute left here in the fourth. Spartans are looking to run their offense up. Turnover on the
Nichols
Spartans.
drives down the left side, knocks in the layup. As Johnny Joy stepped out of bounds, and Brady Days wasn't too happy with that, and knowing that.
I think he said, catch it with two hands.
Yeah, just.
You ever heard that before, KVG?
That's a solid strategy.
Foul on the Spartans. 40 seconds left.
Said they're going to get Grant Emmerich on the foul there, and that'll be his second on the night. Said Eagles are going to go to the line for 1-1.
So what we'll do here at the end of this one is we will take a quick break, come back with the Larry Moore Construction post-game, and then if we have any time left in the Lady Spartans game, we'll do a live look in there towards the end of that one, or you can always switch over to the other stream and catch that conclusion of that game.
Clemens knocks in the three from the left side.
Good-looking shot. Clemens, that's what, 2 in a row.
2 in a row, and great, very smart decision there from Grant Emmerich, and tried to knock it off the Eagle defender there, but he knocked it off his own feet instead.
Ricocheted off of the defender and onto him. But yeah, he could have had a layup there, but recognizing the time.
Yep, and it was very good sportsmanship by him, and as the Eagles will get the bucket, and we have come to the end of the game as your Spartans get their second win on the season, 86-43 over the Brown County Eagles. And we're going to let's take a
we'll take a quick break. We'll hear from Larry Moore Construction. Appreciate them for being a sponsor of Dart Media and all things Spartan sports. And then JP will be back with us to break down the stats, and we'll get an update from Jackson Dell.
Larry Moore Construction specializes in building simple residential garages to a complex commercial campus of buildings, providing a turnkey solution or shell package to fit your needs. Larry Moore Construction, proud supporters of Spartan sports.
All right, we're back here at the Dome for Larry Moore Construction post-game show. So, KVG, what'd you think?
I mean, I thought that first half from the Spartans was absolutely great. I mean, they put up 47 points?
47, I think, in the first half.
47 points.
Yeah, it looked really, really good. The kind of game that they needed to get a little confidence. And I think everybody on the bench got to play tonight some. And then they got really intentional with their offense there in spurts in the second half. So really cool to see that. So, JP, let's go over some unofficial stats.
We're going to start with Brown County here. These are all unofficial, but please bear with me on that. Ely was, as I have, led them with 11 points. Cody Walsh had 8 points, and Stanley with 4. And moving over to Southwestern, Aiden Hartzell, as many times as we said his name tonight, had 21 points and had 8 assists. I was from what I had, so very strong performance to him. Probably his best performance this season, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he looks better every game. This is only his third game back for the season, and I tell you, he looks more and more like the Hartzell from last year. So I'm really happy that things are going well for him, and he's healed up and he's playing.
Yep, his older brother Anik had 8 points. Wendling with 9, Yarmouth with 10, Snap with 6, Jordan Jones with 12, Clements with 9. So, Clements with 6. My apologies. So very balanced scoring from the Spartans here.
Yeah, it was really a great overall performance, both offensively and defensively. They're going to have to keep it going, though. I haven't checked in recent weeks, but I know that the Edinburgh team was rated earlier, so on the boys' side. So I think that's going to be a tough game. They've already played once this year. They kind of have their season kickoff, and so
it was that very first game of the
opener, right?
Yeah, very first game of the season. While we were over at Waldron, and because
that's right. We were at Waldron and they were at Edinburgh.
So they were without they weren't at 100%. It was their very first game of the season. So I expect a very different outcome this next Friday night, and we'll see. We'll see if the boys and girls can come out with a double header win on homecoming night. So that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we'll take a live look in here from Jacksonville. They're late in the fourth quarter. We'll turn on the audio here.
Good kick out. Abby goes up left-handed. Off the mark. Rebound, Paige Ledford. Come get her. Come on, Boog.
Still 44-23 with 5 minutes left. So
yeah, just under 5 there. So this live look-in is brought to you by Shelby Materials. They're a new sponsor this year with Dart Media. Picked them up earlier this year. Just a great community support for everything going on at Dart Media. So I think what we'll do is we will wrap up this broadcast. If you want to catch the last 5 minutes of the drill game, you can stick to the other live stream. Catch that, and then we need to get caught up on our schedule as far as games. There's a couple games next week that got rescheduled. We know right now the schedule is Friday night, a double varsity night. Girls play first, boys play second. We'll have that one for you, and then we're going to look and see what else is happening earlier in the week next week. So I really appreciate KVG coming out, helping us. Hope you had a little fun. You're always welcome to come back to the booth. Thanks to Mr. Days for getting us in. JP, I tell you what, 2 weeks in a row, buddy, you're hanging out with us.
It's certainly always fun, and as if last weekend wasn't as fun with Shelby County.
Yeah, for the Spartans, didn't turn out the way we wanted it. But,
hey, you know what? I mean, that's always the fun. Is you never know who's gonna come out on top. And Spartans played a heck of a game against Triton, and
just came up a little short.
Yeah, just came up a little bit short. And with the Lady Spartans again, they just came up a little bit short against Waldron, and I expect a very competitive sectional on that girls' side because all three county teams. And
getting a score update here, 3:53 left to play, 44-23 Lady Eagles. So from the Spartan Dome, we'll wrap this broadcast up. We'll see you for sure next Friday night. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody stay safe with the snow, and go Spartans.